a call, though, isn't it? I mean, as you mentioned, you expect that the cream will come to the top in the latter stages from the quarterfinals, maybe onwards on Sunday. But there is a great chance for one or two players to make their mark and make a name for themselves. Take out some top players, and of course the luck of the draw comes into it as well, with the FA Cup style draw, which we'll see later on.
And they're getting harder to predict, Stuart, as well, because there's so many good players coming through from the development tour, players who've made the move over from the BDO, and also players who have just earned their tour card. There's so much quality in the lower ranks. And they're very, very dangerous.
59.
And certainly the top players are very much aware of that. Talking to Mark McGeeney, he's enjoying life in the PDC. When you speak to him on the Pro Tour, he really is enjoying being at the events. 25. He hasn't yet had that run yet on the Pro Tour, but he's genuinely positive in every aspect of enjoying PDC darts. And here he goes again. Second attempt for 160. This time it will be tops.
140.
Yeah, I think he plays with a smile on his face, and you know, we know a couple of years ago he lost a Lakeside final to Glenn Durrant, who we'll see on the main stage a little later on this afternoon, the 3 times Lakeside
60,
champion.
You require 20.
But McGeeney lost in the first round of the first 4 Players' Championship events, but he wasn't bothered. He said, I know I'm going to be all right. I know it's going to come. Doubles his lead on double 10. You know, then he had a run to the last 16.
Game on.
And it's just about building blocks, isn't it? You know, the aim for the likes of McGeeney and Durrant and the tour card holders and the new tour card holders is ultimate aim is to get a place at the Ali Pali in the World Championship at the end of the year. That is their goal for 2019. And anything on top of that, any big TV events between now and then is a big bonus.
Had to move there. Second dart just not fall out of treble 20. Had to rush to the board. Yes, it's all about attitude, Stuart, and his attitude is fabulous. He knows he's got all year. It's not all about what you do in the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
95.
It's analysed on your performances for the whole season.
But also, I guess for Durrant and McGeeney, Alan, it's a limited time for them. You know, both in their late 40s when they make the switch to the PDC, so they know they've got a limited amount of time to enjoy themselves and to try and make a mark. And I suppose that's motivation in itself, because they know that
83.
I guess time is against them.
And they're playing in perfect conditions on a regular basis again. So they're going to improve.
Absolutely.
Getting much harder to predict now,
58.
Stuart, when we try and think of names. It's harder to predict these names that can come through because there's so many.
And of course, you have the Challenge Tour, the Development Tour, and the JDC Tour, which is just getting bigger and bigger under former pro. The guidance of former pro Steve Brown is based just up the road in Bristol, and I know you were helping launch a brand new tour for under 18s. Is that right?
Yeah, under 18s tour, yes, and also some coaching. We're starting off some coaching, the level of coaching, the PDPA coaching badges, which will hopefully be there in the next year or so. Enjoyed myself in Bristol yesterday. Steve Brown and Darren and all the lads from the JDC.
I think it's fair to say that the sport of darts, as far as the PDC is concerned, is in rude health. Double 8 then, for a leg for Pallett, a big leg for him as well. Well, he missed 2 darts to break the McGeeney throw in the opening leg and paid the price. 1 dart at double 18 for McGeeney.
48.
Yeah, the difference of 3-0 and 2-1, as we all know, is massive. Still got to hit the duel. Yet to hit one.
He's on the third leg, David Pallett.
See him geeing himself up there. He's had a couple of opportunities, but finally gets his first leg on the board.
Yeah, McGeeney had the chance though, didn't he? Really, he did. 1 dart for 3-0, and it would make a big difference. But in effect, we're now back on throw.
Yes, much better scoring from Dave Pallett in that last leg. Average is not too much to jump about at the moment, both in the late 70s, early 80s. This is better from McGeeney. Against throw, looking to respond.
140.
Of course, on the outer boards, we started at 11 o'clock this morning. Long day of darts.
60.
Just reminding you, the winner of Nielsen-Rasmussen plays the winner of McGeeney and Pallett here. Cody Harris was 3-0 up, trailing Davey 4-3. First maximum on the main stage of the UK Open from Mark McGeeney.
Yes, responding well. Lost that last leg on throw. And Dave Pallett has to respond as well. Can he fill it up?
140.
Still a good visit. He's chasing the leg. He's still got to continue the high scoring. Not a finish, but what will that finish be?
60.
I'll be disappointed with only 60, but 1-2-1 is very doable.
Over 5,000 here. Darts fans in Minehead this weekend will split around all the boards. We have stage 2 and then Reds where you've got stage 3 all the way to stage 8. 127 games being played on this opening day.
Triple 20, 25 or ball would have been a good option in my view there. Would have left a 2-darter. Would have hit the 25.
I think 25 was definitely the way to go. So Pallett here should get a dart to level.
Tops for 2-2.
74.
Oh, the angle was too hard to get around.
64.
Tops it is. Very good on tops. And McGeeney punishes Pallett again. Pallett has had darts to win every single leg in this match. He's had darts first to win every leg of the match and has only won one.
Yes, good finishing at the right time for Mark McGeeney. Just that one leg he lost. He had one dart at the double. But all the other legs has been pretty solid. 3 out of 6. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Just needs to improve his scoring. 4-1-40s and the only maximum of the match so far. They are short distance. Race to 6.
It's an update for you from board 2 where Latvia's Madas Razma has beaten Dennis Nielsen of Sweden by 6 legs to 2. So Razma awaits the winner of McGeeney and Pallett.
Yes, fabulous player, Madas. Really is. Got his tour card from the European Tour.
100.
The European Q School Order of Merit. Again, great marker for Mark McGeeney. The way he throws, got all the bed to aim for, just slightly left there.
35.
But he's given himself plenty of chances in these legs. He's leaving himself ahead in most of the legs, despite those misses from Pallett, but this is better. Can he get his first maximum?
140.
Hit with the last one.
Yeah, 159 players over 3 days. 36 of them making their debuts here at the UK Open, including, of course, Mark McGeeney.
97. Maybe you recall
16 Riley's qualifiers. This is the first round. You have to get to the 3rd round to be in the money. Great leg this from Pallett. 121, 12-darter, back in business.
Well, we mentioned in that leg, Stuart, all the missed darts at the double. And then he takes the 1-2-1 out. Scored very well in the leg. Both players' averages are increasing. Getting towards the 90 point. And he hits his first maximum, the second one of the game. One apiece in the maximum column.
134.
Yeah, proper game now. Fair to say that it was a nervy, edgy start from both players, but they're right into it now. And look at this from Pallett. Yeah, well, there we go. 6 perfect darts from David Pallett. We saw 7 perfect darts earlier in the day from the young Dutchman Gert Nentjes on the outer boards.
140.
Well, fabulous response from Dave Pallett. This all started with that 1-2-1 finish to take the previous leg, 1-4-1. Hasn't got the 9, so the important thing here is to win the leg.
65.
Good attempt, though.
McGeeney isn't out of this. Another 2 treble visit. Pressure on Pallett.
Well, at least one, you feel. 60 will leave a finish, but it's a large one. 1-2-7, very doable. We saw Pallett take out the 1-2-1 in the last one. But will he get a shot? No, is the answer.
12 darter followed by an 11 darter from Pallett.
To throw first. Game on.
Oh, fabulous last 2 legs, Stuart, from Dave Pallett.
McGeeney is responding.
121.
Well, despite leading 3-1 and now 3-3, what Mark McGeeney has to have in his mind is Dave Pallett still has to break his throw.
41.
So despite losing those last 2 legs in 2 fabulous legs of 11 and 12, as you mentioned, he's in control of the match. It's still tight.
100.
Tight margins. The sun is shining outside, Stuart.
Incredible, isn't it, when you think of the conditions that
96.
that we were met with here 12 months ago, and of course the tournament only got the green light to go ahead at the very last, at the 11th hour, and it had to be played behind closed doors. There's McGeeney looking to close out this leg.
Well, both players really halved up the ante after
60.
not the best scoring, it has to be said, in the first 2 or 3 legs. Great leg from McGeeney here.
Can he reply with an 11 darter?
Well, after the 12 and 11 from David Pallett.
60.
Unlucky. Still knows he's in a good position, though. Will return for tops. To hold throw.
60.
4-3 ahead.
40.
Important to mention as well, Stuart, no breaks like we've had in previous years after the 5th leg. So we're going straight through. So if things aren't going in your direction, you can't gather your thoughts in the back room and then come back out for the second session. It's all the way through. No breaks. It's important to keep your composure all the way through the match. It starts the leg from Pallett. Both players scoring well now.
Yeah, it's just terrific. What a start to the tournament here on the main stage. McGeeney 96 average, Pallett around 92. 5 180s we've seen already.
Yes, it's turning out to be a fantastic game, this one now. Both players scoring very heavily. Doubles hasn't been too bad. Both around just over the 40% mark.
125.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to come down to one big moment, one key moment in this first round match.
140.
Well, they'll be happy, the Welsh, after last weekend.
We won't mention that, Stuart.
123.
Got enough stick last weekend.
41.
Enough said.
41, 9 for double 16.
For another 11 darter. He's walking.
A smile from Mark McGeeney there. Pulling back with that invisible
25.
rope. Now then, this is doable. The party piece. Bullseye. Well, 25 still leaves you an option with treble 19 and the ball. He needs the ball!
And there is the magic moment. That's what we were talking about just a minute ago. This match could be won and lost on one little bit of magic. And there it was. The magic, Mark McGeeney.
Well, he's kept his composure all the way through the match, hitting that 1-3-2. Not just
100.
a fabulous finish to it, but at that moment there, because there was not a lot in the match. And good to see the emotion there from Mark McGeeney. He really did
59.
give the old fist pump there, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I think it looks like it's knocked the stuffing out of David Pallett. I mean, you'd think maybe 19 times out of 20, maybe
95.
he'd be back to have another go.
Saying hello to the grandkids. And it's amazing that moments like that do affect the next leg. You can see, it's like you mentioned, Stuart, just knocked a bit of stuffing out of him there.
Last year's UK semi-finalist is up against it, and every picture tells a story. The face of David Pallett there as McGeeney bangs in a third maximum. Got to respond in kind.
Absolutely. Almost 100 average for McGeeney now. 3 maximums.
126.
Great performance. Can he put the icing on the cake? Treble 19 for Bull. Doesn't need to go for it. Treble 20 will leave the double. Yes, 98. Good tidying up there. Be very happy with that visit. And now be focusing on double 14 for a place in the next round.
That 132 finish on the Bull.
42.
Quite simply,
28.
a match winner.
Here's the Mensa double. Ooh, don't want to be messing about.
Okay. Well, he isn't messing around. Mark McGeeney with a 98 average. And David Pallett, last year's UK Open semi-finalist, is out. McGeeney with a terrific win, a 1-3-2 finish on the Ball, turning the match his way. And he will play the Latvian